All the content on this channel is for education or entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always remember to conduct your own research. So in today's video, we're going to be running through REX Shares, new funds that have come out in Europe. And we have 3 funds that have just come out. We haven't had any distributions just yet. So I like to run through them, look at the American versions, see how they're doing, and just have a look, see what we think. And I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments and let me know if any of you have invested in these funds or you're just waiting to see some more data on them. Please let me know below. Right, let's get into them. So these are REX Shares cover call ETFs in America. As you can see, we've got FEPI, which is 25% yield. Then we've got SEPI, which is 42%. So these are the kind of things that we're gonna be looking at, but the problem is they're a tiny bit different in Europe as we've got growth and income. So let's jump over to Han ETF's website and we'll just have a quick look at them. I've already done a video on FEPI. The yield's gonna be around about the same as what the American version is. And as we can see, FEPI in America has just hit 500 million assets under management, which is absolutely huge. And as of late, I've been talking to Scott and we're actually gonna have someone on the channel from REX Shares, so we're just waiting for confirmation. It's not going to be Scott. We met Scott at the NASDAQ event, but he's not the guy we need to speak to about the European side. So it's either going to be Kevin or Taylor. I'm just waiting for confirmation next week. As soon as we do, we're going to get him on the channel. We're going to ask him a load of questions about the European funds. So that's going to be fun as well. So jump over to Han ETF's website. Well, a quick look at FEPI first. So REX Tech Innovation Premium Income ETF. And also now they've got an estimated distribution rate on here, where the announcement date is going to be the first monthly distribution is the 20th of August, and the first payment date is going to be around the 1st of September. So that's great. As we can see, this is FEPI with round about the same distribution yield as FEPI in America, which is they've held a 25%. Which is great. So it's going to be around about the same over here. And this is premium income, remember guys, so this is not growth in income. There's another 2 funds what are both growth and income. We've got one that we're actually struggling to get on exchanges at the moment, which we're going to run a little into that. And that's also going to be one of my questions for REX Shares when they do come on the channel. So we've got FEPI, which we've just looked at. Then we have FEGI, which is the same as FEPI, but it's growth and income. So what they do is they write calls on 50% of the portfolio. As you can see, the distribution rate is now cut in half. It's at 14% instead of 28, 29%. And the reason for that is they only write calls on 50% of the portfolio. So the other 50% is uncapped, so it can grow. And so it really depends what you're into. If you want all income or you want some income and growth, I think this could be a good suit for those who want some growth in the portfolio as well. So great to see, but remember this is big tech, just like YMAG/YMAP. A big tech fund by YieldMax. So it's basically the same fund. They all hold about 15 to 25 stocks on big tech. So personally for me, I've gone with YMAP rather than FEPI. No reason for that. I just like YieldMax as a management team. I know more about, I've got more data on YieldMax and I really like how the management team run things over there. So I've chose them instead. I suppose there's nothing wrong with holding both the funds, but in my personal opinion, I'd rather just hold one, and that's why I've gone with YMAP. But the other one I was really interested in is this right here, which is the REX Shares Crypto Equity Income and Growth ETF. Now, we've not got anything like this yet, really, over here as an income fund, pure income fund. As you can see, the distribution rate is going to be around 23%. We have had problems with this non-stop in the UK. I think we've maybe got it on one exchange. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, guys. If you've invested in Sedgy, please let me know in the comments, because I really wanted to have a little dabble into this one, but I can't because it's not on Trading 212 and they have no intentions of putting it on there. As you can see, it's harnessing crypto equity volatility to generate income through a covered call strategy. I would love to invest in this, but what can we do? We can't get it on the platform. I know it's on another platform. I forgot the name. I think it is. So I know some people who's invested in this, but it's same again. It's income and growth ETF. So it'll be writing calls on half of the portfolio. If we look at the SEPI, which is premium income by REX Shares in America, the distribution rate is 42%. So I was right in thinking it'd be about half. That were my initial thoughts. The distribution rate, we're going to get cut in half from the American versions, and we are actually seeing that. So 23% estimated, which is great. I mean, income and growth at 23% yield, that's absolutely amazing. I'd definitely add this to my portfolio if I could, but right now I can't because I can't get it on Trading2 platform. So these are all the questions we're going to be asking the guys from REX Shares when we do get them on the channel eventually. But I'd love to know your thoughts about these free funds, guys. Are you invested in them? If you are, what exchanges are you on? Are you happy with these distribution rates so far? And also, if you have any data, guys, to let me know below how much the share price has increased since you've bought in. I'd love to know. So let's have a quick look over at Seeking Alpha now. We can have a look at, the only one we can really look at is FEPI and SEPI. So we'll have a quick look at FEPI, see how it's done over since its inception. So the yield's got 25% yield. The inception price was 51, so we have gone down from the inception price to 46. So let's just have a look how it's done year to date. So we're actually down -6% year to date. As we can see, this big tariff dip we had here, it was at 44 and we are actually above that now. So it does grab upside, and this is premium income. Remember, guys, not the growth in income one. So this is writing calls on 100% of the portfolio. Let's have a look at the dividends, see how they've actually been. So as you can see, we've had a very steady dividend. It started at 115, it's gone down very slightly, but we're at 97. So as to expected, as Ivy is down right now. So yeah, that looks pretty well to me. And let's have a look on total returns, see what we've actually done. So FEPI, we'll start year to date. So it's beating the S&P at 9% on total return. The 1 year still beating the S&P. FEPI is 23% and the S&P is 20%. And then if we just go from November 23, this will be the inception date. Very close to the S&P. So since inception, FEPI is 44% and S&P is 50%. So for an income fund, this is looking pretty good. And I can understand why, because a lot of Americans absolutely love this fund. If we look at a lot of the comments, one of the best funds out there. Good job, guys. Please bring this also to Europe. I think they need to get the memo because it's actually out in Europe. But yeah, a lot of Americans absolutely love FEPI. And I can probably see why now, looking at the total returns and a steady 25% distribution all the time. It's looking really, really good. Yep, I really like the look of this fund, but for me, I've chose the Yield Max version for now. Right, let's look at SEPI then. This is the premium income, guys. Remember, in Europe, they've brought the income and growth version of SEPI, but this is the premium income. In America, they don't have a income and growth ETF. They just have the premium income. So this is the only thing we've really got to go off. So we'll have to do this for now. So year to date, it's down -15%. It's got a 26% yield again, but it is down quite a lot year to date. Crypto is a lot more volatile. Let's just have a quick look from inception. So that is December 24. So December 24. So we are down 22.5% on price return. So that's down quite a lot. Let's have a quick look at the dividends, see how stable they've been over the course. So we started at 170 and the distributions have gone down, but then over the last couple of last distributions, we've gone up again. It hasn't dramatically dropped, so I think that's just the IV. So yeah, it's all looking good on that so far. Let's have a look on total return, because as we know, for high yield stocks, it isn't price return that we'll look at, it's total return, which is the share price change plus your income. Right, so year to date, we're up 9.2%. Oh, we can't quite do the 1 year, so we'll go from inception again, because this one is actually pretty new. So we'll go from 1st of December. So it's actually here, flat on total return. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, because it's got some volatile names in this portfolio. But to not get a total return for 6-7 months, that's not looking very good for me. I think what I'll do, I'll keep a close eye on this one and see how it does, if we can actually trade it in the UK at some point. Right guys, that is everything for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you own any of these REX Shares funds. I would love to know. And also, if you've got any questions for the guys at REX Shares, because they will be on the channel sooner or later, please put them in the comments below. I would love to ask your questions to the guys, to the fund managers. So please, any questions for them, put them in the comments below. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.
To talk about Snowball, if you want 10% off Snowball, please use the promo code below and my link below, Cashflow King, to get 10% off. If you would like to use my pie so you can invest exactly the same as I do and the rest of the people who have also copied my pie, a lot of people have also pulled the trigger on this. If you want to join a Discord also with other like-minded investors, you can do that. Join our Discord, guys. Let's get talking.
Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and also hit the notification bell to keep updated with future video. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.